Hey guys, welcome back to Unavowed. In the last episode we concluded our first case and now we are back here in the headquarters, it seems. Maybe I want to take a look at the framed photo again. Okay, nothing new it seems. Well, if there's nothing new here, let's just keep going downstairs. And let's talk to... There is nothing new here, right? Nope. So let's talk to Mandana is her name?
You are awake. I was hoping to talk to you.
Is it about our mission last night?
Yes. And no. You have completed your first field mission. You must have thoughts. I am curious as to what they are. What are you feeling at the moment?
I'm still a bit overwhelmed, to be honest.
It would be foolish not to be. You have encountered many changes very quickly. For some of us, the Unavowed is a calling. For others, a duty. But for you, I have seen you in action. I have seen you react under pressure. You were clearly meant for this life.
You really think so?
I would not say so if it were not true. Your old life, your time as a police officer, prepared you for this. It gave you discipline, authority. The Unavowed has become lax in the recent decades. Perhaps you can help us with that.
The Unavowed lacks authority?
We are an ancient institution. We need new energy, new minds, new hearts. The Unavowed has been without that for a very long time. At any rate, I detect no falsehood within you. You spoke the truth to me. Thank you. I will return to my training now.
Okay, nothing else you got to say? I have some questions about yourself.
Me? What do you want to know?
Where'd you learn to use a sword?
Like with most things, I learned it at my mother's knee. Well, not literally. She was usually cutting off other people's knees, but the metaphor holds.
Okay. Your mother used a sword too?
Yes, but I prefer not to dwell. Ask me questions if you must, but not that.
Okay, we already know that her mother was a pirate, apparently. Whatever. I'd like to ask about something else.
I will do my best to answer.
Can you really detect falsehoods?
Yes. Lies and falsehoods make jinns uncomfortable. We cannot abide the sensation. Of course, the ability to detect a lie is often useful in the field, so I have accepted it.
We're gonna go with the cheeky one. I grew up on Mars and I'm 120 years old.
I did mention that a lie makes a jinn very uncomfortable. Think of fingernails on a chalkboard, but inside your brain. Jinns cannot abide to speak a lie, let alone listen to one.
So you can't speak a lie either.
Indeed. No jinn could. It gives us physical pain. Of course, this means that jinns resort to mind tricks and verbal trickery.
Mind tricks and verbal trickery? You're saying I shouldn't trust you?
You can trust me to tell the truth. I have no desire to trick you or anyone else. My purpose is to serve the Unavowed. Nothing more, nothing less.
But if tricking me served the Unavowed...
This is why nobody trusts the jinn. One always looks for a hidden meaning. Mind games and wordplay are silly. I find them tiresome. So I have focused my efforts elsewhere. I hope you will grow to trust me. And that is the truth.
I don't know you well, but I think I can trust you.
Thank you. That is appreciated.
Any thoughts on that last mission?
I believe we made the right choice with Jordan. When he disappeared across the void, he seemed content, less conflicted, more determined. I am sure he will make a life for himself there.
Will you answer the same thing if I ask you again?
I believe we made the right...
Yeah, apparently. Okay, I'll leave you to it then.
Thank you.
Okay, let's have a look. Interesting. Eli stares into the flickering fireball. Wait, no,
Oh, hi.
Okay, let's
Didn't
just
see you
talk
there.
then.
I was just reading some old text with Fireside.
You are reading through fire?
Something like that. It's a fire magic trick. Lets me read any book that was consumed by flame. It's a bit of a strain on the eyes, but beggars can't be choosers.
Interesting. That's kind of cool.
Being a mage has its moments. I won't deny it. Although I can't say the same about this book. It's an old Sumerian text about death magic. Really long, really boring. But I used to read books about S-Corp tax code for fun back when I was an accountant. I can handle boring. Ah well. See you at the meeting.
Yeah, I got that you were an accountant actually, because you kept saying that your job is very boring, but being an accountant is not boring, guys. Just as a side note here, accountants are really cool. I know quite a lot, and I have to say all of those people are just awesome. By the way, one quick question.
Fire away.
You mentioned something about being an accountant.
That's right. Back in my mundane days, back before my powers kicked in, I worked at the firm Weisel, Meltzer, and Sherman. There used to be a Beckett somewhere in the middle of that, but, well, you know.
You were really an accountant?
Yep, I was damn good at it too. I made partner in 5 years, worked at the firm for another 20. You had to know things to be an accountant back then. No computers to do half your job for you. And to make partner, you had to crunch numbers in your sleep. Me? I ate them for breakfast.
That's actually really exciting, to be honest. And also he mentioned that he was at Meltzer. I think that was a firm in the Blackwell series. I'm not totally sure, but I think that's a reference to the Blackwell series. You make being an accountant sound so exciting.
Well, it was. For me anyway. Lining up numbers in my head, making them dance, and do what I want. My boss used to say it was like magic. Turns out the old man was being literal. Who knew?
Being an accountant is like doing magic?
Yeah, throwing a fireball or preparing your tax return. Tomato, tomato. It's all just numbers, and I'm really good at equations and numbers. Always have been.
Could I ask you about some of the pictures on your walls?
Sure, I guess.
What are you and Mandana doing in that photo by the door?
We were feeding the birds. What? You expected something else? There's nothing special about it. Just an ordinary day.
If the picture is nothing special, why are you smiling?
I am? Huh. Yeah, I guess I am. The picture was taken in 77, 78. Around 5 years after my powers kicked in anyway. I'd buried myself down here, studying old books, experimenting with spells, trying to come to terms with everything. Then Mandana dragged me out to the park. We fed the birds. It was nice, normal, ordinary. I felt human, and I can never forget that. Not ever.
The house, the mailbox says Beckett.
You know what they say. If it's yours, put your name on it. But yeah, that's my house. Well, 50 years ago it was my house. Had to leave it behind when my powers kicked in. And the worst part? I was only 5 installments away from paying off the mortgage.
Oh. Enough about the pictures, let's talk about something else.
Sure.
Any thoughts on our last mission?
I don't know. I just keep thinking about Jordan, wondering if he's okay. I'm gonna live a long time. Even when I'm dust in the wind, he'll still be out there. I only hope he's still himself.
Will you repeat the answer if I ask you again?
I don't know.
Yes, you will. Okay. I'll leave you to it.
Right. See you around.
Okay, let's have a look at this photo. Have we had a look at that one? No, this seems like his wedding photo. That's his house, and that's the photo with Mandana. Okay, can we talk to you again about the wedding photo?
Hey, what's up?
Could I ask you about some of the pictures on your wall?
Sure, I guess.
I'm curious about that wedding picture.
Well, I can't deny that's me. Almost 70 years ago that was taken. Could we not talk about this yet?
And if I ask you again?
Well, I can't deny that's me. Could we?
Yeah, okay, so we will have to do another case. so that you will be willing to talk to me. Okay, alright, so talk to you soon, Eli.
Same.
Okay, nothing else that we can... Ah, wait, there is this photo. Aha. So maybe that's your daughter's? Question mark? Let's talk.
Hey, what's up?
Aha, pictures on your
Sure,
walls?
I guess.
Those two little girls, are they yours?
Yeah, but I kinda don't want to talk about them now, if that's okay.
Yeah, that was to be expected. Okay,
Yeah,
talk to you soon.
Same.
Well, let's go upstairs and talk
To
to...
send you aid would leave our own domains undefended. You know this, Kalash.
Undefended against what? Ours is the only domain under attack.
Your charter is quite clear. Recruitment is your responsibility.
You accuse me of negligence. Just how many agents are currently in your employ?
That is precisely the point. We have no agents to spare. I am sorry, Kalash.
So am I, Erelax. New York is getting overwhelmed. When that happens, they will come for you.
Then we must be ready when it comes. Aralax out.
May Jahannam swallow you whole. Ah, you heard that, did you?
Yes? You said you were getting overwhelmed?
Certainly. No doubt about it. It is no secret that threats have been escalating. I had hoped to appeal for aid and fill up our ranks. Alas, we are on our own. I respect Lady Aralax, but I should have known better. Never ask a dragon for anything. You will always regret it.
A dragon. Wow, okay, a dragon, you say. A blue-green crystal glowing with a mysterious inner light. So we had a look at this, and we also had a look at this. So we kind of have an idea what Mandana is and what her relationship is. Okay, so let's talk, young friend, or maybe old friend, depending on the perspective. What is that crystal? Some kind of magic
A
phone?
magic phone? I suppose that is one way of describing it. There are shards of this crystal in every branch of the Unavowed. It allows us to communicate, for whatever good that does.
Did I hear that right? You were speaking to a dragon?
A dragon at the head of the Dublin branch of the Unavowed. Yes, she is old, stuck in her ways. I suppose the same could be said of most of us.
Yeah. Let's call the meeting.
Yes, duty calls. I have appealed once more for aid. It has been rejected.
Huh, this is my surprised face.
Why do you bother with those cowards, Father?
Show some respect. They are correct. Stubborn, but correct.
You think they shouldn't? Why won't they help us? Aren't we on the same team?
Only to a degree. The rules are clear. Each branch is responsible for its own defense and recruitment. In this respect, I have been negligent.
So have all the branches, Father. A sudden rise in threats would have caught any city unprepared.
And we're that city. Lucky us.
I shall appeal again, rest assured. In the meantime, let us go over last night's events.
It could have gone better.
That is to be determined. Daughter, I trust you have recuperated from your ordeal with the fire elemental.
I have. There do not appear to be any other ill effects.
So you aren't entirely positive.
I took all the necessary precautions, but one is never entirely positive.
Then I will have to accept that. However, I am deeply concerned that this mundane was able to acquire such a powerful spell in the first place.
I gave it to him, or rather my demon self did.
Yes, but why? Why would a demon do such a thing?
Why do demons do anything?
To create havoc, obviously. Why else?
No, this was too focused, too targeted. We are not dealing with a mindless spirit bent on chaos and destruction. This demon had a plan, a purpose. We need to learn what it was.
How do we do that?
Funny you should say that.
Ah, I know that look. did as I asked, Mage Beckett?
Yes, I did, sir. And it worked. Well, working. It's not quite done yet.
What are you referring to?
Oh, the ritual knife. I did a thaumaturgic scan on it.
I assume this is a good thing?
I couldn't be sure until I did the scan, but I did find something interesting. The knife was imbued with a very specific energy signature. Your demon's energy, to be precise. It's connected to you, and you alone. That's why you were the only one who could use it properly. Which means we can track it.
Okay, I sense a but coming.
Well, I can track the energy signature, but the demon's out of your body now. Its energy signature has changed. I can only track where it's been when it was in your body.
So where did the demon take me?
It was busy, I'll say that much. It was all over the map. I'm trying to narrow it down to the areas of greatest activity, but it's slow going. So far, the scan's got you pegged in two places. The Bronx, around Gun Hill Station, and Staten Island, by the ferry terminal.
Staten Island? I hope I don't run into anyone from the
The
station.
veil is still in place. You need not worry about that.
Very well. Check both areas for void activity and any sign of the demon. We'll show those idiots on the council what New York is made of. Meeting adjourned.
Okay.
The hour grows late, and the trail grows cold. Let us be off.
Okay, so you don't want to talk, so let's just go then. And we are going to Gun Hill Station first. The Bronx, Gun Hill Road, 9:15 p.m.
I have not been to this area since the 70s. It was a dangerous place to be in those days.
No kidding. The fire, the crimes, the urban decay. I don't blame you.
Okay, let's talk to this guy.
Evening, folks.
Lousy night to be out, huh?
All the damn doesn't bother me much. Not as long as I have my jitter juice here.
Has anything strange happened in the area recently?
I work the subway, man. I see 5 strange things before noon. You're gonna need to be a lot more specific than that.
Thanks, see you around.
Stay dry out there.
Okay, East Residential to the corner. So let's go to the corner first, I think. Oh.
And that's really it. I'm screwed. And this is kind of weird. Why am I telling you all this?
Maybe because I was the first to ask what was wrong.
You know what? You're right. Nobody ever asks how I feel. Nobody. I just don't know what to do. I knew that room at the Edding's house was too good to be true. I knew it.
You need to be more proactive about fixing your problem.
Hey, I'm all about proactive. You don't keep a GPA like mine without being proactive. What do you suggest?
Okay, Dana, listen to me.
Maybe we should bring a pillow along next time.
Hush. He's waking up.
Ow.
Hey, take it easy. You seem okay.
That girl seemed troubled. I hope she's okay.
I suggest cautious optimism.
What did the woman in the vision say? That Edding's house? Something to go on.
We have achieved more with much less.
Let's get moving.
Edding's house, you say, huh? I'm not going to read everything, guys, because I don't think that's actually contributing to the Let's Play. So, if you want to know, I'll just hover over it and you have a chance to read it. And if needed, you can just rewind and read stuff. So, I guess that's fine. Okay, so around the corner there is nothing else going on? Really? That's it? Okay, so nothing else going on here. Okay, so let's head to this road here. A half-crumpled brick lies forgotten on the sidewalk. Okay, we got a brick. Interesting. Home line, Morgan Avenue. Nothing else though.
That's a residential area. We can't just go wandering around without knowing where we're going.
Indeed. The veil renders us unrecognizable, not invisible. We must gather more information before venturing forth.
Hey, that's a residential...
Indeed, we must...
Okay, so we can't go there. So nothing of interest here, it seems. Okay, let's talk to these two. You ever been to the Bronx before?
Sure. My old firm had a branch close by. I used to come up here a lot. This area was different. Everything was falling apart. Everyone was angry, or looking for a reason to be. Looking around now, it's easy to forget. This place seems almost quaint these days.
Can you fire read something for me?
Sure, but maybe we should get away from the mundanes first.
Ah, okay, so you can do that, but we will have to go around the corner, for example. What do you think we should do now?
The girl in your vision said the Edding's house. I guess we should find it.
Let's get back to it.
With you.
Let's talk to her too. You mentioned that you knew this area.
I remember the cannon fire upon the hill nearby, firing upon the British soldiers, and upon the shape-shifting Naga that had infiltrated their ranks.
Kalash told me about that. He seemed almost ashamed of it.
It was a humbling experience for him. He had been hunting that creature for months. Then, one mundane soldier ended it for him, quite by accident. Saved us a great deal of trouble, and caused Father a great deal of embarrassment.
And what do you think we should do?
The woman in your vision referred to the Edding's house. I can only assume that is where we need to be. Naturally.
Okay, so... maybe you can fire read here.
What's up? Don't see why not. What do you have in mind?
Actually, let me ask about something else.
Fire away. The girl in your vision said the Edding's house. I guess we should, I don't know, find it.
Okay.
Don't see why not.
Okay, so we can't. Okay.
Looks like a brick to me. Nothing magical about it.
And what you gonna say?
It is a brick. It is heavy. It is red. It is a brick.
So the Edding's house, huh? So maybe we are supposed to go to the other station too?
I've been meaning to ask. How are you coping?
Huh? I'm coping fine. Why?
Until recently, we have only...
Not?
Okay, I'm not overlooking anything here, am I? Doesn't seem to be the case. Can you
What's
do
up?
the fire reading
Don't
here?
See why not? Fire. Don't see. Right behind.
Okay, maybe not.
Yes. The woman in your vision referred to the Edding's house. I can only assume that is where we need to be.
Talk later. Okay, maybe talk to the guy here?
Evening, folks.
Do you know? I'm looking into what happened. It's linked to the case I am working on.
That's one beat up badge you got there. I don't know what kind of case you're working, but if it's linked to the Edding place, I don't want to know. Head west from here, turn right on Morgan. It's the last house on the left.
Thanks very much.
Sure, you be careful out there.
Sure, alright. And now maybe, Eli?
What's
Reading?
Up? Don't see why not. Right
Okay. So we are supposed to head here. But guys, I'm really sorry, we have hit the end of the episode mark. If you want to know what's up with the Edding's house, you'll have to tune in next time for Unavowed. See you then.